Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody.
So, hello. Now, I wanted to make a video about something new that I am deciding to do. Well, not completely new, but as you know, if anybody who has watched my previous videos, I've told you before how I'm really interested in cultures, especially Japanese culture. And so I have decided to apply to 2 programs to teach English abroad in Japan for a year. For these 2 programs, I applied to first the JET program, and then I also applied to the AEON program. For both programs, you do need a bachelor's degree, and you do need to be a native English speaker to teach any of those, to be an English teacher in a foreign country. So I'm just going to talk about some information, some overview of some information that you will need. Now, for both programs, you definitely need your bachelor's degree. Neither of those programs are for commitments less than a year, so you also have to be ready for that. And then you don't need a TEFL or a TESOL certificate to those programs, even though there are a lot of the programs like in Korea and everywhere else, or a lot of the places where you do need those. So I would suggest you go get that if this is something that you really want to do beforehand. So if you haven't graduated college with your bachelor's, I think you should go ahead and do that. I didn't, and unfortunately I didn't realize that my university, either one of my universities, I went to 2 different ones, I didn't even realize that they offered that. Like I didn't know. And it's not because I wasn't interested in going abroad, because I thought about it before. I wasn't sure about the whole year thing, but I thought about it before. But I was just bad at researching. I was the type of person that didn't do that enough. So my first 2 programs, the first program that I actually applied to was the JET program. It is a teaching program to teach for a year. You're contracted to different schools all over Japan, and the application is only an annual application deadline. There's no year-round deadline. And so the application, the whole process from actually applying to when you find out if you made it is from November to April. And the application doesn't even open until October, the beginning of October. And so here are some things that you do need for that. For both programs, you do need an essay. The particular essay for the JET program, it is at 2 pages, double spaced, and it's 4 questions that you need to answer. And I actually started back in June to start writing it out and have people look over it and take a break, look back at it, And up until when I sent off my application a month ago, because the deadline just passed in November 20th. It was originally November 13th, but it was pushed back. Yeah, so I sent it off in October. I got a lot of other things out the way because I wanted to turn it in early. Okay, so for the actual application though, you need a passport, of course. I recommend getting the passport before the application even opens next year, just to get it out the way. You need your bachelor's degree, because you will have to upload, the application is online, and then you also send off the application to Washington, D.C. by the deadline. It's not postmarked, but by the deadline, by that time. And you upload, but first you upload your information onto the online website. You photocopy your passport, you upload that. You photocopy your bachelor's degree, you upload that. You upload your official transcript, which the official seal you do have to break open and scan, upload, and then you upload that. You can send in that same the transcript, even though you broke the seal, onto the embassy with the rest of your documents as well. Your self-medical assessment, they also ask for your authorization or release form, I believe, and then they also, I think that was about it. I could be missing a couple of other things, but those are the main things that you do need. For me, since I'm deaf in my left ear, since I have a disability, any medical problems or physical disabilities or whatever, you do need a doctor's sign off saying that you're fully functioning, you're able to perform the duties for that program. I have them signed off, and I have to upload that as well into the application, and then we send that off. Like I said, you don't need a TEFL certificate, but if you do have it, that's a very good, that's really good. They will definitely accept that. That's preferred. I would suggest having any background history with mixing in with other cultures, showing that you're culturally adaptable. I would say, I guess, that you're really interested in the Japanese program, because of course they want people who want to be there, who want to work there. And yeah, like, you send off all your information, all your documentation, you send it off online. Oh, and you also need 2 references as well. I suggest get people who know you pretty well, academic, or those who work with you or whatever, so they give a really good recommendation, put in a really good word for you. You can do it by paper. They can send in like an envelope one that you send off with your things when you finally send off your application, or you could actually have them just do it electronically. That's a lot quicker, that's a lot more efficient, and that's what I did.